I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I get a roll call?
Ms. Smith? Here. Mr. Nierenberg?
Here.
Mr. Esposito?
Here.
Supervisor Williams?
Here. Somebody like to make a motion on the reports?
Sorry, we got our
Sorry.
microphones mixed
All right,
up.
I'm here. I'd like to make a motion to approve the following reports. Code compliance for October 2025, code enforcement for October 2025, dog control officer, October 2025, and Patterson Recreation, October 2025. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have a couple of reports from the supervisor, which actually come from the controller.
Make a motion to approve supervisor's reports dated August and September 2025. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes.
Make a motion to accept the following town board minutes for September 10th, 2025, September 24th, 2025, and October 8th, 2025. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Who's going to audit the
Wait, we got
bills?
to do this one more. What is this?
Oh,
Minutes from
all
the
right.
bid? Is that from the
Sorry, I
bid?
thought you did them all.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from professional cleaning services, October 16th, 2025. So moved.
Second.
That was a bid opening. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Now who's going to audit the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve abstract number 20, dated October 24th, 2025, in the amount of $836,342.44. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have 3 budget transfers.
Oh, yes, we do. First budget adjustment request, number 29, dated November 5th, 2025. This budget adjustment is necessary to allocate additional CHIPS funds for the Highway Improvements Capital Outlay Roads account due to costs. We'll be increasing the consolidated highway aid, $119,163, and increasing improvements capital outlay roads, $119,163. I'll make a motion to approve budget adjustment number 29. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The second one is budget transfer request number 30, dated November 5th, 2025. This transfer is necessary to reallocate funds for the Putnam Lake Park Equipment and Capital Outlay account for fencing, which has been approved. We'll be decreasing park contractual by $10,250 and increasing park equipment and capital outlay by $10,250. I'll motion to approve budget transfer request number 30. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Budget transfer request number 31, dated November 5th, 2025. This transfer is necessary to reallocate funds for the general fund, various accounts for cost increases and additional projected year-end charges. We'll be decreasing snow removal sidewalks by $7,000, decreasing employee benefits, hospital and medical by $25,000, increasing town board video meetings $540, increasing justices contractual $4,500, increasing town council contractual special counsel $11,125, increasing justice court building contractual $10,000, increasing town hall building utilities $3,580, increasing justice court building utilities $2,130, and increasing municipal association dues by $125. I'll make a motion to approve budget transfer request number 31. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. So after very long, extended negotiation for a collective bargaining agreement, we have finally got a stipulation of agreement from the United Public Service Employees Union, which represents our EMTs. It is a 4-year contract. It does give them retroactive pay back to July 1st of 2025. It recognizes the town's ability to hire full-time EMTs if we so choose. It increases their wages So effective effective upon ratification of this agreement, the wages for an EMT go to $27 an hour plus 20 cents for each full year of completed service. Effective January 21st, 2027, there'll be a 2.75% increase, and January 1st, 2028, there's a 3% increase in their wages. We've also offered them one additional holiday, Veterans Day, which they currently weren't getting. And that pretty much summarizes the agreement. Does anybody have any questions on the tentative agreement?
No.
No, just a comment. I know that this was a long process and finally came to an agreement, and I think that we're appreciating the EMTs, and I'm happy that we got somewhere that both parties are happy. So thank you.
It was a difficult negotiation. Okay, so I will introduce this resolution ratifying the collective bargaining agreement between the town of Patterson and the EMT's bargaining unit. And without objection, ask that it be entered into the record as though read. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next on my agenda, last meeting we had received some proposed amendments to our zoning code, which one of our residents felt was needed, and I thought just out of respect that we would, have a chance to review it, between and have a discussion about it tonight, so that everybody could understand what our position is. I will start it off by, talking about the first paragraph. The first paragraph basically lays out a process by which the building department would issue a stop work order, notice of violation, stating the nature of the violation, and providing reasonable and specific times for corrective action. This is a process, Chris, that we currently follow. It's not in the code because we need the flexibility, because every violation is a little bit different. So it's not something we're really going to put in the code, but it is the process by which we follow. The second thing I'd like to touch on is code enforcement officers shall supervise any restoration. Any person who violates, disobeys, or disregards any provision of this section, in addition to a criminal sanction, shall be liable to the town for a civil penalty consistent with the cost of a corrective action. And Jamie, I'm going to ask you to jump in on this. I know that under general municipal law, there's a provision, section 380, which allows certain municipalities to actually set up for an administrative law judge to come in, have a hearing, and impose a civil penalty. But those municipalities are the larger municipalities. They need to have, a population of 300,000 or more. So we really wouldn't qualify for something like that. Barring that, I don't know, can our town justices issue a civil penalty?
No, they're restrained because the justice court is a court of limited jurisdiction, so they can't just impose any kind of penalty or any kind of fine, just like they can't take any matter. They're limited to specific areas, small claims, the town code violations, vehicle and traffic, but they're very limited on what they can handle, and they can't just impose any civil penalties. They can't impose damages on a violation other than what's in the code for a specific offense for a specific day. So they have some range on what they can impose for that, but they can't impose administrative fees, essentially what the costs to the town are in relation to that. They couldn't impose legal fees, for example, on a justice court violation. We would be limited to recompense based upon what we got in the fines, to cover cost, essentially. But it really is limited to daily fines, and even in that regard, the judges have some ability to sway, but it is not significant, which jumps into another point, which was the suggested daily fines, which I would not, the Justice Court would not hear fines in the to the extent that are requested in this code amendment. There would be considered excessive based upon the allegations.
But there's flexibility in there to impose a fine, correct?
To impose a fine, yes.
Chris, if you're going to talk, and
Yeah.
that's fine. If you just want to go up to the mic, state your name.
Chris
Address?
Muratori at 15
record.
Empire Drive here in Patterson.
Sure.
But there is an ability to impose some fine, $50 a day or something.
Yes,
along that.
and the code provision, the general code provision in the town of Patterson Town Code is up to $350 a day. So it is in excess of the fines even that you're suggesting. The judges now, we could request $350 a day for a violation. The judge would have leeway to grant or deny that, of course, but.
And one of my understandings always was that if we try to impose a fine higher or penalty greater, especially if there's jail time associated, it automatically kicks it over to a jury trial.
Yes, that is one of the issues.
So, and if we started doing that, that would just bog down our courts unbelievably.
Oh, understood.
Sure.
Yeah. But there's some flexibility built into what I had written, right?
Well, there is, but our code already, requires a fine, of $350 a day, and each continued day would be a separate violation.
That's weird because my issue has been going on since May, and I literally had to submit a statement that the lights were on. I did that 2 days ago. What's today? Wednesday? I did it yesterday. I
Yes.
dropped it off with the
Yeah,
town.
you submitted a deposition
Yeah.
to the courts.
But again, no fine had been imposed between May and today.
Well, because the town doesn't have the ability to impose a fine, it has to go into the court. And to get it into court, there needs to be somebody that can attest to the fact that the light is on, which is what your deposition.
I see. Okay.
So from here, your statement goes over to the judges are then going to review it and decide what an appropriate, fine would be.
Okay.
But when they get over there, understand, the judges are not going to be able to tell him, you got to take the light down, you've got to do something different. What then occurs is, he will get the fine, and the building department has informed him that he's in violation of certain, sections of our code. And then he has to correct it. And if he doesn't correct it, they issue another violation, they take him back, and the fines go from $350 to $750.
He was informed, just what currently have, he was informed the third week in May that the lights were in violation.
I believe he was, yes. Yeah,
So-
and I realize the frustration with this ongoing. We all get frustrated, trust me. We're dealing with many violations like this in the town that we don't seem to be able to end because the legal process is very, very complex.
And slow.
I'm just trying to be nice.
Not an accusation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the best case scenario, somebody gets a notice of violation, they immediately remedy the violation. Best case scenario, right? Not the best case scenario, but not the worst case scenario. Someone gets a violation, a court procedure is brought, the judge can't tell them, remedy the violation. They can tell them, hey, I'm going to issue a fine. They decide to work with the building department to remedy the violation as opposed to getting fines, right? That's another outcome that's possible. Another outcome that's possible is someone gets a violation, they go to court, they get a fine, and they say it's worth more to me to keep getting fines than to remedy this violation. And the event that happens, the town is limited in its recourse to having to bring an action in the Supreme Court, which is very difficult and very expensive. And in addition, the Supreme Court usually would want to see that they've taken all of the understeps to get to that point, such as going to the Justice Court. It's a long, drawn-out process sometimes, but we always hope for the best case scenario is that the enforcement mechanism of going to the Justice Court encourages people to do the right thing.
Yeah, and to touch on what Jamie said about going to the Supreme Court, it's certainly an avenue we can pursue and have pursued in the past. It took us 2 years the last time,
Yeah, it's long and expensive.
and it is
Yes.
expensive.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So we're there with you, Chris. Listen, and I took another look at the code as far as the lighting standards. The lighting standards are clear. The lights can't be pointed at your neighbors. The lights can't be pointed at the road. They have to be shielded, and there's a maximum foot candles that can be at the property line. All these seem to,
0.2 foot candles. And
Yeah.
I took a reading of 6,700.
yeah, all these things seem to be violating our standard. So hopefully the judges are going to see that as well, and we'll get some remedy to this at some point.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate your consideration, and thank you, Joe, for stopping by and chatting with me about it,
You're
too.
welcome.
So, thanks, guys. Is there anything else you wanted to address in this, or?
No, I think that was about it.
Very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, and I have an executive session, legal, to talk about, well, actually, an employee issue has come up as well, so I'll defer that to the end of the session. Mary?
Yes, we have the employee holiday party on Friday, December 12th at 1 p.m. The employees will be complimentary, and any guests that they will be bringing will be $15. They need to RSVP by 12/8 with the monies for the guests. So I'm going to make a motion to approve. Oh, okay, I got it. Going to make a motion to approve the budget to not to exceed $2,000 for these employees to attend this holiday party, and that they be permitted to leave work at a half day to attend the party at 1 p.m. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The other item is a non-bid procurement request form for the town hall for some bottled water. We had 2 bids come in, 2 verbal quotes, and the low bidder for the 5-gallon spring waters would be going to the Freihoffer Ice and Spring Water Company in the amount of $1,800 for the year. Each bottle would be $5.40 for a 5-gallon bottle. So I'll make a motion to approve Freihoffer Ice and Spring Water in the amount of $1,800 per year. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Joe?
I have a senior trip request from the Putnam Lake Seniors. They're traveling to the rec center for a Christmas party on 12/11. They have some food being catered by Avisanos in the amount of $2,262.23. And there's a receipt on the back here. So I make a motion to accept the request from the Putnam Lake Seniors for an amount of $2,262.23 for their Christmas party. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then, I dropped my pen. And then we have Partners in Safety. We have we're going to renew a contract with these people. They provide us with drug and alcohol testing. And right now, we're going to renew a contract for 19, there's a rate of $63 for 19 drug tests in the amount of $1,197, if I'm reading that right.
You are.
I am. So I make a request to renew the contract with Partners in Safety for, again, $1,197. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Peter?
Okay. I'm going to try to explain what's going on with our snow removal request. I believe it was the last meeting, the clerk was asked to put out invitations to bid to contractors for 2 different items. One was sidewalk, Rich will jump in if I get it wrong. Sidewalk, snow removal, and the other was the special districts, sewage treatment, water districts. 5 bids were returned, and they were returned as split bids. So the low bid wasn't the same contractor for both items. So when Rich, our town supervisor, called these contractors and said, are you willing to take that section of, that contract without taking the other contract, and all of them were opposed to doing that. So I think that at this point, we are going to, if I understand it, we're going to ask the town clerk to advertise.
First thing we've got to do is reject all bids.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we reject all bids that came in for the snow removal on November 19th, 2025. So moved.
Second?
By point of clarification, there were other deficiencies within the bid, including references and a few others, so. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're good.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to ask I'd like to ask the town clerk to prepare and send out bids, but I believe that we're going to make it the contract inclusive of both at
Yes,
this
so
point?
what I.
It's a revise.
Revised
Yeah,
one.
so, based on our town attorney telling me I had to rebid this thing, this afternoon, I got to rewrite a whole new bid for snow and ice removal, which combines the two former bids into a single bid.
I believe you can do in the alternative in the bid document if you would like to, where they can bid on either one and also give us a bid for the combined. Have the option on the
It
bid
was just easier to
document.
do it this
Okay.
way and get it
That's
done
really
because
gonna
we're
confuse
running
the-
short on time.
Yes.
So the intent on this is to put it out tomorrow, give it to the 5 contractors that have already bid, with a very short return date on November 19th. That way we'll still be within that window where we need to get the contract in place.
And I'm not going to say anything about snow because then I'll be jinxing us.
Yes, it would.
Okay? So we're all set with that, right?
Use the day off.
Did you make a motion?
I did make a motion to ask.
We have a second?
Second.
All in
Yes,
favor?
we had all
Aye.
that, I think.
All right, moving on. What I did with it.
I have a resolution from Putnam County Real Property Tax Services. It's our annual contract for the calendar year of 2026. I'd like to ask that this resolution be entered into the record as though read, if there barring any objections. I asked, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, other business. We have something that came in today. We had talked about this previously. We had made an offer of $60,000 for the purchase of the Patterson Fire Department ambulance. They've accepted it. We are currently preparing the paperwork to transfer title to the town of Patterson, but of course, we need to repaint this vehicle now, so it matches our vehicles and logos and such. Our EMS administrator has gone out and gotten prices to do that, and I believe you have that in front of you, and he has submitted a non-bid procurement for the removal of the current lettering on the Patterson Fire Department ambulance and adding our town lettering and graphics for an amount not to exceed $4,200. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That is all I have. Does anybody else have any other business they wish to bring up at this
I
time?
guess we have an announcement from the Patterson Library.
No, it's from the
Right,
250.
I was getting there.
I know. Sorry. I was
Sell us
echoing.
short.
I was going
And the
there.
historic.
Stacy, do you want to do this? Yeah. No, well, I have it, but I know that you were active in this, and so do you want to do it at the microphone?
I can hold it up.
Well, she needs it to read. She says no by heart.
Okay, okay. I was hoping maybe she had a copy.
And this is on behalf behalf of the Rev 250 Committee, Patterson, the town of Patterson, on this Sunday, November 9th at 2 o'clock at the Community Hall, 1059 Route 311 in Patterson. The program is sponsored by Patterson Historical Society and Patterson Rev 250, and it's made possible through a Revolutionary Putnam County grant with public funds provided by Putnam County. And it's Loyalty and Zeal, Algonquians of the Revolution, and it's a presentation about the Algonquians' involvement during the time of the Revolution. And it's a really nice presentation. There'll be some refreshments, and we hope you all will come. Thank you.
Sorry, just wait 1 second. I'm sorry, Stacy. Nice.
Any other business? Public recognition. Any member of the public have anything they wish to?
Oh, I'll step up since it's about library business also. So I'm Denise Opromola from the Patterson Library Board, just to give you a few things that we're doing right now. So this one is very important. If you would like to attend, it's tomorrow. So Thursday, November 6th at 1 p.m., it's Veteran Services 101. So local veteran service officer Richard Buck will be here to discuss how he can assist veterans and their families in navigating and assessing benefits from the Department of Veterans Affairs and other agencies. So it's any veterans out there that would like to attend. Doesn't say anything about registration, so I'm assuming you can just drop in.
Denise, I did send that to a few of my employees.
Okay, great.
that
I'll
are
give it to you
veterans.
when I'm done.
Yeah,
Sure.
I hung it up as well, so hopefully you get some, because I've had a few complain about, not knowing how to get their benefits, so,
Well, hopefully, I think Rich is pretty active in that community too, so hopefully he spread it around.
yeah.
I would hope. Okay, the second one is also tomorrow. Tablescapes, Thursday, November 6th at 6:30. Want your holiday table to look magazine worthy. Join Lori I'm not even going to try to say her name. She's design manager at Pottery Barn in Danbury, and she's going to share simple tips for choosing a theme, mixing textures, colors, and adding the wow-worthy inspiration for the holidays.
What time's that?
Thursday at 6:30.
You want to go, Peter? We'll go.
Yeah, I got Thanksgiving at my house.
We're gonna go. Peter, are you gonna go?
What time?
6:30.
Oh,
6:30. So I will jump to another one first. So this one is community conversations. So the Patterson Library would like to hear from you. Whether you're a frequent patron, a new friend, we would like your input on what our community thinks that we need. Share your thoughts, ideas, and opinions with the library director, Stephanie Harrison at the Patterson Library. So this one, they would like you to register. There's one tomorrow, Thursday, 11/6 at 5:30 p.m. There's one Wednesday, 11/12 at 11:15 a.m. and Tuesday, 11/18 at 3 p.m. So you can attend any of them. Yep. All right. And then last but not least, this is a new program, the New York State Health Insurance Navigator. She's going to provide drop-in health. She's a certified New York State Health Insurance Navigator with MSN, and she'll be available twice a month to assist you with navigating the New York State health marketplace. You have to check the calendar on the Patterson Library website for dates and times. And that's it. Any questions? No, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Meg Kearney, I'm here on behalf of the Patterson Recreation. We have quite a few things coming up. So starting Tuesday, November 18th, we're having a multi-sports class for little ones, ages 2 to 3 and ages 4 to 5. Second, ages 2 to 3 is 10 to 10:45, and ages 4 to 5 is at 11 o'clock to 11:45. Sorry. Okay, the next thing we have is volleyball starting, and that's going to be starting November 18th also to December 23rd. Ages 3 to 5, 5 to 5:45, ages 6 to 9, 6 to 7 p.m., and ages 10 to 15, 7:15 to 8:30. This is very dear to my heart. November 21st, we're having our holiday kickoff event. It starts at 5:30 to 8:30. There's going to be live entertainment. There's going to be food trucks. We're going to have a special visit from Santa, I believe. The fire departments will be there, a lot of community events. There'll be vendors. So it's free to the town, and we hope everybody will come out and support us. This is our 5th annual holiday kickoff. And the last thing I have is our holiday craft fair, which is on Saturday, November 29th, so it's a Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's from 10 to 4. My paper is wrong here because it says vendors wanted, but we filled up. We have all our vendors, so. But we want everybody to come. It's free to anybody coming in. It's from 10 to 4. And then I don't have any flyers, but this Tuesday at 11 o'clock at the Monument at Putnam Lake is our Veterans Day. So we hope everybody will come out and support our wonderful veterans. And then on Thanksgiving Day, we have Ragamuffin at the VFW, which is open to the entire community. It's free to come in. The children get hot chocolate and cookies, and adults, and they all get a toy, and they get a visit with Santa. So we hope people will come and support.
Great events, all. Anyone else? Hearing no one, I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
Want to go Zoom?
Video?
Second.
Oh, Zoom, I keep forgetting Zoom.
Oh.
We'll turn now to those joining us by Zoom. If any member of our audience on Zoom has any comments or questions, if you would unmute, state your name and address for the record, and ask your question. Now we'll go into executive session. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
That's okay.
Second.